Hello? Oh, oh, hello. I don't have the beat now. I'm sorry if it hear any cars or anything like that, or if it's like kind of fuzzy sounding today. I have my back window open because it's pretty breezy today. And I just wanted some fresh air coming in, some stuff like that. If you've noticed, the batting screen is different. This is not like my my final overlay. Sorry, I heard something else. Like, what was that? Um, but ta-da! We have a horizontal chat at the top now. It's also on the regular, the usual screen. This is what we're drawing today. I already sketched it out. We might not do this itself. I'll think about it. And you can see at the top, the chat is also there. So I didn't really like having chat on screen before because how do I describe it? Like I don't I don't like how much space it tends to take up on screen. I feel like especially with the square chats, they really like they don't look as nice. They don't look as nice as like a horizontal chat or like just having chat open on your side screen or something like that. So I usually don't have chat on screen, but I figured this was a very cute way to do it and also very stylish. I'm probably not going to keep the exact overlay piece that you see up there, the green bar and all that. It's more so just a test to make sure that like I have an idea of how big it is, I've been messing with it for like a day or so now, so it's about perfect. What else? Oh, you probably noticed as well. The loading screen is new. The ending screen is not different. The ending screen is the same. I felt good about the ending screen. Especially for YouTube VOD or something like that. But like I kept thinking, what's something more engaging? It's not quite engaging, but it has like a fun bounciness to it. So the actual video that plays is different. I plan on making a new song at some point. I just don't know when. It'll take a little bit. I'm in full swing of October and all that at work, so like, it's busy. It's so busy. Today I haven't done too much, honestly. Oh, I dropped my pen. I've maybe I obviously like doodled. Oh, I see. There we go. I have this so people have an idea of what they're gonna see when we start. It's very dark though. Hold on. I doodled this. Ooh, I said no. I tried back to the Wi-Fi. Did I disconnect? Oh no. Wi-Fi's fine. Wait, nice play it cool guy still going. What the heck? It's fine. What was I saying? I've been watching anime all day. I have been watching anime pretty much all day. I maybe didn't get up until like a little after noon. I did some writing. Next blog post should be soon. Right. The PDF, the report to my home world, the thing that I kind of like mentioned here as like my journal that I'm trying to do. I've decided I'm going to just post it on Tumblr for a little while. I liked the format visually, but it didn't like. It was a little harder for people to engage with, you know. So I am instead going to do that in I'm still considering whether or not I'm gonna like put it on a separate Tumblr or if I'm just gonna use my regular Tumblr. I'm probably just gonna use my regular Tumblr. I'm always gonna tag it, of course. I know how Tumblr works. I have changed my Tumblr theme as well to try to help kind of journaling look of it. I had to figure out like how I'm gonna add visuals to posts for it, stuff like that still. So the next one might take a little bit longer, but not like super long. You can probably expect it in the next week, because I'm actually having a lot of fun writing it. It's interesting. And it also gives me a reason to rewatch some anime because I'm writing about anime. At some point I'll write about other stuff, but I think talking on stream will be where we just kind of share stuff from. Especially now that I have like like a chatting screen that feels good, you know? I like it. I like the chat. Like the chat look and all that. So if we have reason to use this screen, I like feel comfortable. Like it's not too boring or something like that. Like there's still a lot of visual interest on screen. Oh. I didn't get possessed. It's maybe spooky month, but not that spooky. I am getting a stream deck as well. I am getting a stream deck pretty soon. It should be arriving actually this week, like on a Tuesday. So I'll be using that in the future. My brain is really tired. Work been long. Also, I have my dogs with me. You're like them drinking water or something like that. If they start barking, I apologize. Work's been long, stressful, but in like a manageable way. You know what I mean? It's work, but it's not like I hate doing it or something like that. So, did I talk about what anime I'm actually? Today I watched Play It Cool Guys. Finally, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I've been so excited to watch it, and I'm glad I finally did because so much more relatable than I expected it to be. Like, just not even the fact that like they're kind of awkward guys, but like their reactions and the situations are so Yes, I know that feeling. I've done that too. And I've had that reaction. I've had that, oh god, I can't believe I just did that. That kind of feeling, you know? Um, I finally watched the Shirobako movie. I watched Shirobako like 2015, 16. And that was really, I really liked it. It was the anime, about making anime. And I feel like the movie was a good, but I also felt like I wish there was something more to it. I wish there was a little bit more. I hope it gets like another season or something like that, because I feel like it has such a unique outlook to, well, a unique hopefulness maybe, the making anime. It was so unfortunate though, like I was looking at the release details of like when it came out and all of that. It came out in February of 2020. That's when its original release was. Oh god. So sad. I thought about that at like the halfway mark too, where they were like really getting into it and all that, and I was like, too bad. But I'm glad I finally got to watch it. I'm planning on watching the Fate Fate Strange Fake at some point in like the next few days here, because I've been wanting to watch that like crazy. I know Gil is in it, and oh god, the new no, the new Blondie with the red stripe in his hair, and I'm so excited for it because I've also seen picture or like clips of Enkidu, I think, and it looks like it's a good project, you know. Overall, I've been thinking that I'm really happy that I can still enjoy anime. I felt like for a while there was like maybe this lull where I wasn't as interested in anime as I wanted to be. I need to get my water over here. Hold on. I felt like I wasn't as interested in anime as I wanted to be. And that was sad, you know? It makes me feel like I was losing interest in something that meant a lot to me. And kind of, it wasn't like a depression thing, it was like I didn't feel like I was enjoying the things that were on. I felt like maybe I was outgrowing anime, like, you know how people are, they're like, oh, it's just a phase, you're not gonna watch that when you're older. And like, I knew that wasn't true because there's so many different kinds of anime out there because it's a medium and not just like a genre. But like, I started to feel it. I started to feel it when I guess conventions started popping up again. People were like cosplaying a bunch of Genshin, still cosplaying a bunch of Demon Slayer, and starting the cosplay Jujutsu Kaisen. And that's how I knew like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man had gotten like super popular. Like they were already at convention. But it was like there was something about the way other people were talking about the shows, I guess, or like the way the shows were presenting themselves, like playing out, it didn't quite vibe with, so to speak. And like, I still enjoyed it. I still haven't watched much of Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, I stopped watching Chainsaw Man, but I've been reading the manga again, so it's not like I've given up on it or something like that. God sent. I love Chainsaw Man. But like, something about animes has been not as interesting to watch. So I'm glad that like in the past month or so, I've been able to find anime that like I vibe with, you know? And I'm excited for the upcoming season because Dungeon Meshi is getting an anime, and it's by Trigger, so I kind of like expect it to have a decent pace, which is something I like have trouble with a lot of anime recently. Like, they're not paced in a way that feels good. They're either taking way too long to get to the interesting stuff, and like they're spending too long building up their like world. Not even the world, because like there's something about when it gets to that interesting part of the show and it just like is because they're adding other elements of the world into the story. But there's something like about a lot of pacing that's either been too long like that, or it's been way too fast. Like, I liked the Chainsaw Man anime, but I felt like some of it was maybe a little too fast. Like, there were a few scenes that I feel like would have done a lot for the emotional investment, and I felt like those got put aside for the action, and which was disappointing, I guess. But I still enjoyed it, you know? It's like, oh, can't wait to see what they do with this kind of like atmospheric, emotional moment, and then it just kind of whizzes by, and I'm like, oh, I guess it played out differently in the way that I read it. That's how I feel about a lot of manga to anime adaptations, actually, is like there's such a thin line between the way you read something and the way it actually was paced. Because like one chapter isn't very long, but it can take 15-20 minutes if you're like really like taking the time to check out everything on the page. You're reading it, you're like thinking about, oh, all these things are happening, can't believe they're referencing this old thing. If you like have thoughts in the middle of reading it, it can take like 15 minutes. But like, that's pretty long for one chapter. It's so hard to explain, and it's like a weird thing where it's one chapter. It can go by pretty fast. Sorry, my Google Home keeps like saying like it can't connect to the Wi-Fi, which is weird. But essentially, like the fact that the pacing can be so different between the way you read something and the way it's adapted in an anime is so crazy sometimes. And it feels like almost overwhelming in some ways. Like, oh, I wish this had gone a little bit slower. I wish we could have like stewed in the atmosphere. But now we're already getting into the next scene, I guess. So it's like, it's barely happened. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's like a result of when I was watching a lot of new anime, they've been in times where like I didn't have anything else really going on, days were just kind of like passing by. They felt long just as much as they felt short. And I guess being able to get through like 5 episodes of an anime that I was like really excited for didn't feel as satisfying as it should have in my mind, I guess. I guess that's how I feel about it. But yeah, I've been watching anime. We'll get started with the drawing here now. I didn't. My brain's been so dead that like I didn't have anything much planned for the drawings today. So we got some casual like hanging out. It's fall time. Right now. But this is just one page. I'm gonna make another page. Sure, all my stuff is correct. Excuse me. Yeah, there we go. But I've been kind of excited for the fall atmosphere. I feel like the way temperature is going down and all that, really nice. I'm really excited. Excited for it to get cool again. For me to wear my long sleeves. Sweat every single day. Oh, I'm so excited. I realized I didn't have my headphones on this entire time. There we go. Went down to my own headphones. There we go. Okay. I got a wireless controller too. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. So it has a silent click. So you won't be able to hear my clicks anymore. I bet that'll be nice. Especially when we're playing video games or something like that. I did mention that the Stream Deck is going to be coming soon. I got all that set up. So whenever it gets here, be ready. I'll be ready. Got all the plugins and stuff I wanted to. I was kind of confused setting up the chat because there was something about the way the customization stuff was worded that didn't quite make sense to me, so I was like kind of struggling with it. But essentially each time a stream goes, you'll get a villager assigned to you. You won't be able to choose your villager until I get like subscriptions opened, so I apologize for that. But essentially it'll assign a villager to you each time all that, and it'll show it on the screen. I was trying to set it to maybe do followers, but I couldn't get that to work, so. Fluffy? Do I want a fluffy sweater? I'll do a sweater. surprised with how fast my drawings and stuff been going since the change to Clip Studio. It's not like it's going infinitely faster. It's just I've been able to do things more stylized to like what I've been wanting to compared to Psy. I feel like part of it's probably because I have more like freedom to use other like brush settings and stuff like that. But I feel like a good part of it is how I just the fun of using something that I haven't before. That's how I feel about a lot of stuff when I'm doing something new. Like, oh, if I can try out this new thing, just have fun with it, you'll get something interesting. And after a time with like something that you know really well, you can't always do that. Feels like if you try to change something, try to get too wild with it, you won't be able to do good work. Fluffy sweater. Long dresses, maybe long pants. Yeah, I like pants. There's a pair of pants in a Project Makeover I really like. I feel like this. I feel like they pants in that game have a really cozy looking feeling to them. Boots? I like little boots. Oh, my mouse, hold on. I want to make sure everything is correct. Huh. That? Do I need that? No, it takes up too much on this one. Oh, I also got stream elements. So, the alerts are a little different now. I think part of the reason I want to draw, like, something more cozy is, because I was watching Play It Cool Guys. It's such a cozy show. It really had me in, like, the chill mood. This one over here. This one to be in the center. Sorry, my keyboard's a little an awkward spot. This one. This one. Middle. How's that? Not bad. Oh man, I'm tired. To be fair, I stayed up like real late. I got up pretty late. And this. We're gonna do line art on this. You know, probably do like 3 hours for this one. Stream. Oh. Maybe 4. Depends how I'm feeling. If you hear my dogs jumping around, I apologize. I might also end up eating at some point. I finished Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, and I was very happy. I mean, I could have been happier, but I was satisfied. Something that was unexpected. I didn't expect to like the show as much as I did when I like first started watching it. But the fact that I watched it through all the way to the end, pretty incredible. Not a lot of anime that I do that with, like, on a seasonal basis. I'll, like, marathon an anime sometimes. But, I kept up pretty seasonally with this one. And, it did not disappoint. I mean, I'm sure part of the reason I kept up seasonally with it is because of that frickin' chokehold that it got me in at the end of season 1. They left it on such a cliffhanger. It was good. I think the only thing that was maybe a letdown is that it felt like the last episode didn't get to wrap up some of the set up emotions, I guess, that had obviously been stewing the show, you know? Some of them, it kind of hinted at really, really nicely. But, it was interesting. I enjoyed it. I look forward to whenever, or if ever, it gets another season. Dude, I saw the meme today of artists and their backgrounds, and I literally just thought to myself, what am I gonna put in the background? Maybe a cool pattern? Oh, what a great meme. What a perfect, like, artist meme. What is the center version wear? Something kind of... I was gonna say kind of lacy, but I think that's what I was trying to do with this one. I'm gonna merge all these together. Pretty sure this is about correct. I think I don't want this to be like lace-like. Just want it to be like a heavy material. I apologize if you heard ours just now. This one's got the pants. Press it a little bird again. What's the middle one got? There we go. That's nice. The background. I think I'll just keep it as a dress of some sort, you know? Oh, I didn't put it in my tablet item. Not this open. I should not. Let me do something else, actually. There we go. The heck? Where'd my chat go? What the heck? Okay. Everything else go somewhere else? No. Okay. What's that? And this. And no, not that. Sorry, I totally forgot. Like, I guess I was so excited to show off the live chatting screen. I forgot about my other stuff. Correct. That's about right. Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna actually change my hair again. Ooh, chunky. This animation fades so slowly. Oh, why is everything so slow? Hold on. Something's happening. Something's happening. What was that? Making sure. Still kind of laggy. I don't know what's happening. Specifically, my model. Let me turn the camera off and turn it back on. Sorry. So sorry, I apologize. My physics? There we go. Weird. I don't know what happened. I'm thinking the background will be some bricks, maybe? Hello? Hello? What happened? Oh. I think Clip Studio Front. Happen. I have to close it. Alright, let's switch to the chatting screen. Switch. Really? I finished Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. It was very good. I kind of predicted some of the things that was going to happen in it, but it still was like satisfying, you know? There were like things that were mentioned in previous episodes that I was like, I wonder if that's going to come into play at some point. And it did. Make sure it's working. Yeah, okay. And it was really nice. I felt like I really understood the show at that point. I was able to like predict stuff that was going to happen. Nice. So it felt like they weren't trying to just subvert a trope or something like that, you know? Because it was a very shoujo anime. And it felt nice that they weren't like just playing into tropes or something like that, but they also weren't trying to like rewrite tropes or something like that. It was like just a satisfying ride, you know? Put this arm actually over the side. I painted my nails. It's been a really long time since I painted my nails. I know that seems like the most random thing. I'm drawing nails, so it made me think of it. But like, I really liked painting my nails for a really long time because like it was just a nice little thing. It was just a nice little like, oh yeah, a little pop of color on my body, a little pop of color in my life. So it was nice to be able to do that again. They're like a rose gold kind of color, and I have one that's like it's my pointer finger. It's this like really cool shade of like blue that transitions to purple in certain lights. It's really cool. I had to throw away a bunch of old nail polish though, because it just like didn't work anymore. It's just gonna be my usual outfit. This one. And it was nasty stuff. Well, it wasn't just like, it wasn't like I was growing mold or something. It was like all dried up and cracked. Some of it was like, there was like some grease oil in it or something like that. It looked gross. But after that, I was like, well, now I need nail polish. Because I still want to be able to paint my nails. I still want to be able to, like, get a little art thing on my body. Something kind of cool, you know? So, I got some from, like, CVS because it was on sale. I imagine the far left one is like on the bus or something like that. Your panels will like separate. Alright, we're gonna go over this. We're not gonna do like a perfect line art. I just want to get something a little cleaner without having to rearrange stuff. Oh, I mentioned Dungeon Meshi. And I thought of it because they released a little preview of the show along with the announcement of who was doing the opening, and it's Bump of Chicken. I really like Bump of Chicken. They also did the Blood Blockade opening songs. The opening? Or they do the ending songs? They did one of the two. And I really liked them. They were good songs by themselves, which was nice. Make sure it's not too shaved, too swanked. Yeah, that's better. The opening for the new Spy Family and the ending also came out, because I think the actual new episode for the new season it came out, but I really liked it. I think some people don't like how stylized it is, like it's maybe a little too artsy for them, but I think it's really cute. I feel like it has just the right energy. For a comedy, you know? So I'm excited to watch Spy Family again. I think I stopped watching in the second half of last season. Not for any particular reason, I just ran out of time. You know how it is. Only so many hours in a day. There's like 40 anime every season. You have to do like nothing but watch anime. You're gonna keep up with all of them. Alright. Alright. Sorry, talking to my dog. She was chewing on her foot. She shouldn't be doing that. I'm thinking she has like allergies or something. We just haven't noticed till now, because she's getting a little older, you know? Maybe she's always had them, but now, like, that she's getting a little older, they're affecting her more often, you know? Something like that. I'm gonna have to draw that leaf again, but I'm gonna draw it on a separate layer. so I can make sure it has like the right shape. That's so silly. I realized the chin was not at the right spot. And the eyes should be bigger than they are. Take it for now. Oh, actually. Yeah, that's nice. Shirabaka, the movie, by the way, had such good animation. I was really surprised by how interesting, or like, I guess intricate, the fight scenes were. I think had a lot more technical work in like its style than a lot of other anime has today. I think a lot of Sakuga stuff today has more like really emphatic lining, stuff like that. Like the stylization of it can get really out there, but it was really nice to see like something that wasn't super duper exaggerated for the sake of it felt realish powerful. Real and powerful, not realish power. My model's being weird. I wonder if it's the position of it. Camera. Nose. Is this the right playlist? It's not. I gotta be careful about that. Sorry. Hold on. It's gonna be the same song and all that. It literally like just occurred to me that that might not have been right. There we go. Much better. I also liked that the producers, it felt like they got more I guess it's been a while since I've seen the anime, because Crunchyroll got rid of it. Well, it's not like they, like, chose to. Their license to have it expired. I'm so surprised that they got the movie when, like, they didn't have the show anymore. Like, that seems like such a wasted opportunity to renew the rights for that. I was really surprised in the show when they were like, people don't buy Blu-rays anymore. And I was like, people really not buy Blu-rays anymore? I guess, I mean, it's been a long time since I've gotten one as well, but like, I know I've still had the interest to buy some. I've still, like, had things that I've watched and been like, oh, I can't wait to get that. Because I don't distrust streaming services. No, like, I don't want to be dependent on them. Not in this day and age. Plus, if I really like a movie, and I want to be able to, like, watch it whenever, I want to be like, oh, it's been a while since I've watched this. Let me just pop it on. And, I feel like a Blu-ray is a really nice way to do that. I'm sure if they as, aren't getting bought as much as they were, I'm sure the price of them isn't, like, absolutely insane anymore. There was a while there where they were pretty expensive. I'm sure now it's probably way less than it used to be. Yes. Making sure I have the right layers. So I have it is. I can do the rest of the arm. I'm making sure it looks alright on my other screen as well. Or, like, on stream, I guess. Also been thinking about rewatching Golden Boy. Because it was just so funny. I watched it really late one night. At like 4 a.m. and it was so good. I think I watched the dub too. Maybe. I think I watched part of it in the dub and part of it subbed. Because I knew that the dub was really funny. Sorry, my dogs might start barking. I'm laying down. They're good. I was so surprised with how absolutely hilarious the show was. I'm on a different layer, yeah? Making sure my layers are actually separated. No. Classic artist thing where you draw on the wrong layer. Just making sure that doesn't happen. So I had this sketch. This will be kind of hidden about it, but I just want to make sure the spacing looks about correct, yeah. Wow, I'm real tired. Did you hear that? That was my dog's a little snoring breath in. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah. It's done. I erase this. I can't quick select the Polaroid plate part because I erased parts of it to make room for this, so it wouldn't work anyways. Just in case you were thinking, you just quick. Add a leaf later. Look at that. It's not like a line art, but it's pretty clean. Alright. Just in case. I'm gonna do this one. I actually want my glasses on this one. gotten very into it. Sorry. Um, yeah, I'm just very into it now. Almost look like fuzzy pajamas. Sorry, checking my dog. Dark outside. What time is it? It's kind of early for us to be getting so dark. There we go. It's nicer. Oh, I didn't put my ear. I was like, something's saying. Here. thinking about what I'm gonna watch here. I think I'll just end the night with watching Fate Strange Fake. Fate? Is it Fake first or is it Fate first? Because it's part of the Fate series, which is why I keep saying Fate Strange. But it feels like it would sound better if I said Fake Strange Fate. You know what I mean? You know, what are anime titles? What are anime titles at this point? Alright, give me just a second, okay? I'm gonna mute, but like, I'm gonna stay on the screen. I'll zoom out a little bit. Sorry. I had to move my dogs around. Get one out up on my bed because she can't jump up there. Just so she has something more comfortable to lay on. Sometimes she is kind of antsy. They can't go out right now because we're decorating the yard for Halloween. Very exciting. Oh. I guess I can let the dogs out. Okay, give me one more second. I'll be right back. I'm back. Thinking the stream is gonna be closer to 2 hours. Might take a break, and then I'll just come back. I'll put us on the actual be right back screen. I'm surprised my phone didn't ring sooner. I got in a text, family being like, "You can let the dogs out." Like an hour ago. Just didn't see it. There we go. That looks good. Please. There we go. Pants. I like this song. Turn it up a little bit on your guys' end. There we go. That should be better. I had turned it down a whole lot because we were playing the scary game. But it should be fine. There we go. Nice! Alright, let's move on to the next one. I didn't have to make multiple layers for that. Here, start. Let me start with the face. I started like dancing to this and I didn't even realize it. I like this song, I'll be honest. This is probably one of my favorites. It's just so poppin', you know? It's got perfect bop tempo. I've actually added this to like one of my own Spotify playlists. That's how much I've enjoyed it. I tweet. It's fine. I know I put it on Tumblr. I don't remember if I tweeted. It's fine. Now the question is, do I want to keep the turtleneck? Like a sweater dress? Not a sweater dress. Get a reference again. I don't know, I was thinking about it. Definitely want the cardigan. It's not very cardigan-like here. This one will definitely need tooling. I can draw over this. I have a separate layer. It's not a separate layer, right? Okay. Always gotta check. Maybe I gotta add like a cardigan texture to it, and that'll help. Looks kind of back-like. Get more of a woven texture. Maybe it's with a V style? Yeah, like that. Much better. It's not like a perfect cardigan texture, like it's obviously like a cardigan has more like a square kind of wovenness to it, you know? Like that almost. Even that's not that great. But it's better. It's what I can get. I'm gonna have to flip it. I don't think I can do that texture going to the left. Or sorry, to the right. There we go. Not quite correct. Hold on. The arm is going in front. It's gonna carry more of the texture. Oh! The BJ Dial, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Sorry, I'm changing the stream title. A bit shorter. But thank you for the follow. Much. How are you doing today? Still gonna work. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that still works. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you're having a good day or good night. Sorry if the music's a little too poppin' for your vibe today. The song is switching a little bit though. I mentioned that we're listening to the Cyberpunk Bomb Rush OST again. I'm really liking it. I still have yet to continue the game and do that. It's real nice. Like, automatic. Kind of pick it up, play it, turn brain mostly off kind of feeling, you know? Excited to play it again when I get the chance. I'm liking this drawing turning out so chill. I mean, like, that is obviously the point. But it feels like I'm setting it in. It's getting the vibe. I actually just sometimes I forget that I have like digital tools. I don't have to redraw everything that I don't quite like yet. Hold on. I have to check the top of the head here to hide the sketch. It's a little inaccurate now. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking downstairs. Thinking the colors for this are gonna be kind of wash. My size stuff usually is, just because I think it'll fit the vibe. It'll keep it nice and snoozy. Now, the back of the hair, I think we'll do next. I still haven't figured out if I want to keep the turtleneck dress. Something else. Hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic while the dogs are barking. Thank you for the read! I didn't get my notification. I don't know what happened. Mushrooms have sprouted in my chat. Oh my gosh! Can I eat them? Are they poisonous? Are they tasty? Thank you so much for joining. Welcome on everyone. We're doing some like chill drawing stuff today. We can eat them. Okay, I'm gonna eat like 5. We'll leave 1 over, just to keep someone there. Can't guarantee if they are poisonous or not. I'm willing to take the chance. 1 in 5 chance, hopefully. Not a 5 in 5. Hopefully the one that I leave over is not the last one. Thank you for the follow. Blah blah. Follow Cynical Gay. Much appreciated. Welcome on everyone. I'm doing some casual drawing today. We're listening to Bomb Rush Cyberfunk for the OST in the background. Stream's going pretty good. I started with a nice sketch, something just like brain off cute. this is what we started with. Right now we're doing some rough lines and stuff. Well, not rough lines. They're cleaner lines. It's looking good. Thank you. So cute. Thank you. I wanted to keep it like a nice chill vibe. I've had like a stressful week at work, so I wanted something kind of nice and easy to do. And I do a lot of these like triptych, like 3 poses kind of stuff a lot, so it wasn't too hard to get into the vibe for it. But how about you? How was stream? What'd you guys do? Play some games or something? You also drawing? Ooh. Real swirly. Swirly. Ooh. Stream was fun. Was actually drawing as well. Oh, nice. Oh, my food is here. Oh, wait a little bit. What were you guys drawing? Drawing some fan art? Something original? I was thinking about color this. I'm gonna do it just in the wash colors, or if I'm gonna like do some flat coloring and then shading or anything like that. Oh, sure. Finishing off some stuff for a planned donathon. Oh, nice. Donathons. A lot of those going around. It feels like the season for it too. Hopefully everything is going well then. Thanks so much for dropping in. I really appreciate it. Be the first one, so it's exciting. Yeah, I bet. I haven't gotten to do too many stream events. I think I've maybe done one for like an outfit, one for like an anniversary? My first anniversary, but nothing really big like a donathon. I'm sure that's really fun to like plan out goals and stuff too. Two running together. Go from the side. Excuse me, I burped. I apologize. My phone vibrated again. What the heck? Everyone's sending me notifications. That's fine. That's exciting. Are you doing like something specific? Are you doing like a charity donathon or like a personal donathon? This one? I think this one. It's a personal one that'll be split 3 ways. Oh, nice. So you're doing it in collaboration with like a couple other people? That's a smart way to do it, actually. So then you each have like a part in planning it. You don't have to worry about like having to do all of the planning by yourself or something like that too. Bounce ideas off of each other. Erase these. I gotta clean that part up. Just a tiny bit. There we go. No. Somewhat, but is raised is split 3 ways. Here goes to her husband. Other 2 pairs go to friends. Oh, I see. Well, that's still a nice way to do it. That's still a nice thing to do. I hope it goes well. What's that? I cleaned that up. I think that side is good like that. I don't think I have to put tails over there. Yeah, no problem. Taking a look at everything. Making sure it's still looking alright. Gotta do a flip. I gotta do a flip. Yeah. Trying to figure out if I am in this third pose here. This one that I'm working on right now. I'm trying to decide if I'm doing like a turtleneck dress or like a turtleneck and a long skirt or what. I'm still trying to figure that out. I just know it's a cute fall outfit. That's why this like space is still here between my neck. Let's see. Hands are so complicated. They're like holding stuff. Books especially. Books got a weird grip to them. Wait, didn't we already listen to that song? Light switch? Play? That's weird. Oh, it was anime break. It sounds so similar. Let's see. You know what? I was earlier. I was talking about some anime I was planning on watching. Probably the next week or so. I was thinking I probably should watch the rest of. Oh my gosh, what's it called? I was just thinking of it. It's like a slice of life about an aquarium. Aquatope on the White Sand, that's what it is. I started a really long time ago, back when it came out. And it's very cute. But I just, gosh, I'm doing the line thing. There we go. I stopped watching it. I felt like it was going a little too slow. But it's been over for a while now, and I really want to know what happens. So even though it was going slow, the story was really interesting. It was about an idol. Well, an idol in training. She was like part of a AKB48 group, and she got like anxiety about something that she was doing, decided to move. Well, she didn't like properly move. She just kind of left the city one day and was like, I think I'm gonna take a break. And she found this aquarium that she really liked, and they needed people to work there, and she was like, you know, I will. And it has like fantasy elements to it, like there's some kind of water spirit or something, an island spirit. Um, and but the main story of it is just like a slice of life about running an aquarium, a little local aquarium. It was so good. It was so pretty too. Did he say like Naruto's wife? Wait, I don't think I listened to that closely before. Hold on, I have to rewind. I apologize. Uh huh. Okay. Okay. Oh, he does. He says like Naruto's wife. That's crazy. Hinata reference. Unless he meant it in a general sense. He was not specifically referencing Hinata, which would not make sense, but who knows? Sorry, Boruto's dad? That's what I meant. So I can see on my hand. I think that hand incorrectly. Might have been a little too high? Sorry, a little too low. Finger should go back a bit. Yeah, that's better. Finger on top. I'm looking at my own hand as I'm drawing this hand. So, let's see. Here. Here. There we go. And like this? This? No. Like... Yes. That's not a pencil. That's a stylus. Needs to be like a pencil or a pen. I can make it a fancy pen. That way it's still like kind of thick. Kind of a thick pen. A thick, chonky. Chonky guy. Oh, I ordered some new journaling materials for the new year. I still have to get my Hobonichi, which is my like the physical journal book, but like a really specific brand. And they had, it just so happened, as I was about to like load up the site that I usually buy from, I got this email and it was like, a new collection. Check out our new stationery collection from the site. So I opened the email to see like, oh, maybe it's like a really nice pen set or something. And it was a one-piece collaboration. So I was able to order a whole bunch of new one-piece stationery stuff. Which is perfect, because I already have some one-piece colored pens that are very nice. But I got like a stencil board, an actual pencil board, which is like, it's kind of like just a harder plastic that goes underneath the page that you're writing on. So it's like when you're writing on it, it's a nice smooth texture. It's not like wrinkly or anything. It doesn't get like that. You know how, when some tables have like a little bumpy texture kind of. It prevents stuff like that from happening. So that's very nice. And it's got like, I think the one that I got has Chopper, and I think it has the whole crew on it, like a few panels and stuff. It's really simple, but it looked really nice. So I'm very excited for that. It's supposed to get here sometime in the next week, probably. So after that, I'll need to get the actual journal out, otherwise I won't have anything to use it on. Yeah. I got a little lag for a second there. Yeah. Need to now how to do the jacket part here. It kind of wrinkles up a little bit. There we go. That's nice. That works. There we go. Nice. Okay. That was easier to figure out than I expected it to be. I'm gonna stand up for a second. Stretch. Because I've been sitting for a little bit. Hands cramping a little bit. Not like cramping, but like... Okay. I actually gotta stand up. Sweaty. Here it gets so warm when we're streaming. It's not like I can avoid it. It's literally like right next to me. So I'm thinking next computer upgrade, I'm gonna be like another cooling system or something. I don't know how I would install that though. I don't have confidence in myself to crack it open and do that. I finished talking about the Blu-rays. I realized that was so long ago now. But I meant to like mention I was really excited because I think the new Barbie movie is gonna be out on Blu-ray. Or maybe it already is or something. And I was like thinking I get that. Because I liked the Barbie movie. It was very fun. And I think if I was gonna get any movies from this year on a Blu-ray, it'd probably be that one. And maybe, I can't think of the other movie. It might have been an anime movie. Or an anime in general that I watched? Can't remember. There's something else I was thinking about getting on Blu-ray too. It really surprises me that so many people don't have, like, Blu-ray player, or like some kind of disc drive. You know? Feels like such a easy thing to get. Even if you don't end up having it or using it a lot in this streaming age. It feels like, feels strange that people don't really have them anymore. Am I still flipped? No. I feel like this is... Oh, because I used to have it on the other side. I was like, why do I feel like this is in the wrong place? Like I am doing this incorrectly. And it's because I had it further overboard. Trying to like get a tights kind of texture, so I know to color it like tights, but I think it'll be fun. The legs seem a little long. I think this leg is incorrect though, just in general. Portion on the side. Something off about. Try keeping the leg here. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Better. And I barely did anything with it. It all worked out. There we go. Let's see. Now the question is, do I want to keep turtleneck? Oh, did we switch playlists? We did. So we are now listening to Sessions Diana from the Riot Games collection. It's one of the older music playlists that they have for streamers. Not like old, but you know, older than the Star Guardian one. Sorry, I drank some water real quick. Let's see. Let me turn off the sketch. And I'll just new layer. Try out some bee sweater. Not quite. Maybe something. Oh, this one might be a little louder actually. Turn it down. Let's see. Maybe I'll have it be looser than it is right now. Sketch. You know how some turtlenecks, like a big puffy collar, almost scarf-like. Yeah, that's a little nicer. Alright, add the background details. Again. I'm doing it on a separate layer again so that I can erase it a little bit easier. And I can figure out exactly how it interacts with the rest of the picture. Background, like that. There we go. Nice. Next, separate. This one. They're all gonna be like a blue sky, but this helps, like, set the scene for each one by itself. I don't have to turn off the straight line because it's not a button on this one. Actually extend these lines all the way out. There we go. There we go. So that I can put the sky up there, across here. There we go. Whoa, glitched a little bit. It's okay. Let's see. Separate layer for, oh. Oops. I'm gonna do the grass here separately a little bit. I'll do the leaves on top of that. This a little bit. Part specifically. And the leaves. I should get reference for the leaves. Sorry. I need to pull one up. Leaves. Autumn ends in an N. Oh, there's a song called Autumn Leaves? I didn't know that. Want that one. There's the sycamore leaf looks so silly. It's like kinda go. Oh, not quite cracked. Hold on. It's like this. I'm doing I. It literally just says AY, I think. Or maybe it's Ivy. I think it might be Ivy. But it has a nice shape. It's almost star-like, but not quite. Which I like. Find the sketch. Opacity on this. Erase. First, they're being covered by the leaf. Now erase parts of the leaf. To 100. Take a look. Looks good. I think you're not gonna stream. I might do a BRB screen. Take like 20 minutes. We'll see. But I want to get the rest of the leaves on here and then clean up the background. One of the large ear kind of ones. Spiky ends, you know? So that have like the razor edges. They're just like big. Nice, okay. I can clean up the rest of the background. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. I almost didn't understand what was happening there for a second. I was like, why is this running into that and that's running to... I figured it out. Also, have to merge these. Is that? Too far. There we go. That's better. Perfect. I gotta scratch my head. How's your wife? How's your life? It's pretty good. How about you? Long time no see. Sorry if you sent that a little bit ago. Not a whole lot's going on today. Just keeping it chill. Cause my brain's tired. My brain needs a little break. Keeping it casual. I've been here before. It says that you've been here before. It didn't pop up with the first time chat. Unless I somehow turned it off. Hold on. Let me see. They always have the chat highlights for first time chats. Yeah, I have first time on. You've been here at least once before. If you don't remember, don't worry. We can treat it like the first time. Welcome on in. As you can see, I draw. Sometimes I play games, not very often anymore, because I really like drawing on stream. Something nice and chill to do. Gives me time to like look at and read chat, you know? Let's see. Making sure I finished this background piece correctly. Let's see. It's a couple. So it fades a little better. Now the memory is basically a floppy disk. You gotta put it into the right Device? You need a device to read it correctly? Then again, I guess floppy disks were pretty small memories back in the day, huh? It's corrected. It's done. Oh, this has. I need a little more piece of this. Old, not reliable, and small. I don't think floppy disks were that small. That's why it looked weird. I was like, there's something here. It's like a little piece was running into it. Like 44 megabytes, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's not the right one. I want to zoom out a little bit. Looks good. Let me add some clouds so I can remember which part is the background. I need a new folder. There we go. Clouds. Walked around each other. I meant the memory size. Yes. I meant the physical size when you said the second part of it. But yeah. I understood after you clarified the megabytes. Computers have come a long way. Speaking of, what's my system stats right now? System's at 44%. Wow. I think by now my Intel Psi would have been at like 55, maybe 60. System as in like the system program, not like my computer. I still have no habla English, so easy. That's fair. I struggle with English myself, and it's my only language that I speak. So you're good. Nice. Imagine being good in English. Yeah, not possible. Even if you know the language, even if it's your first language. Ugh, such a struggle sometimes. Let's see. Here. Alright, I'm gonna put in the color blocking for this. It's gonna be quick, messy colors real quick. Let me put this in. We'll check out the difference between this and the sketch. Translate a lot, because some words are just a pain to write. Yeah. Some words, like, the spelling of them does not make sense. Like, even if you know, like, that some sounds or some letter combinations together are supposed to sound like you're supposed to make a certain sound, there's just no way to know if it's gonna work every time that you see that combination, which is so weird. It makes it so unnecessarily complicated. Alright, here's the sketch. Alright. Oh, yeah, that works. I think I need to fix this face a little bit, actually. It's not as soft. I would like it to be soft like this one. A little softer face. Like, don't you end up with, right? Right. Exactly. That's that's exactly it. They're pronounced the same too, but they're not the same meaning. They're not even like slightly related. It's weird. They end up sounding the same because if you put that combination of letters together, it makes X sound, you know. Languages. Silly. But useful. I need to do this on a separate layer. Oh, wait. So, it's the British English? Yes. Yes. Some of the British English is like, you can better understand the roots of where the American English variations sort of come from. It's down. And then sometimes their versions are even weirder. Yeah. Yeah. And it's so strange how different American English has ended up when it started from the same place as like British English. It's crazy. I guess when you reject an entire country, do everything you can to pretend like American is just a really weird slang. Yeah. This is what happens, I guess, when you deny another country hundreds of years ago. Establish your own. Try to weed out all of the other stuff. No clue about American history, only the whole discovery after that. Yeah. Because they made the discovery, which was technically like a Spanish settled in like North America first, and then British went across and were like, we're gonna find a way to get to India easier. I think it was India, because they were trying to get a new spice trade settled, and instead they ended up in America. And then after that was like the Pilgrim movement, where people who were persecuted for their religions in Britain and the European sort of regions migrated over to America as like the British Empire like needed people to go across and settle the new land. That's where Thanksgiving sort of comes from. It wasn't like the first of the American settlements, but it was like American settlement. And yeah, after that, people just didn't want to pay taxes to people who didn't know what they were living through in another country. For some reason, the whole country had a whole regiment in the Civil War. My country had a whole regiment in the Civil War. Yeah, uh, a lot of what America was like. A lot of the movements for revolution against like Britain and the French Empire and stuff like that sort of came from the acknowledgement that came with American Revolution. Like, people sort of realized, oh, you can say that you don't like the way you're being ruled over by your government. And then it set off like a whole chain reaction across many countries, not just North America. Yeah. The whole movement kind of... What's happening here? Kind of picked and choose afterwards, like who they said helped them and stuff like that. So that you know a lot about American history. It's kind of... I know a lot about art history, so there's a lot of like tie-in between certain art stuff, like certain art pieces and movements in history, like American history especially, or European history. So I learned sort of... It's very helpful to know the story and background and like economy? No, like the systems around the origins of a piece of art. So, see art history crossed a lot with normal history. Yeah. It makes it more understandable, like where an artist was coming from when they make a piece. Like, there's a lot of artists from the Spanish or the Spain Civil Wars that like their entire collection of work was altered in the process of that regime sort of falling, and like the people who were actually living in that time sort of like recognized and reflected the things that they saw in their work, whether it was like actual pictures of what was happening, like Francisco de Goya did a lot of his works around that time that were like actual drawings or paintings of events that happened during the quelling of rebellions and stuff like that. So a lot of it helps to know the history behind the art. So art history has that tie-in. Something about art changing after World War One. Yeah, it got crazy because it was in a lot of it changed for propaganda leading into World War Two. Like there was a big shift after World War One in general, but World War Two especially had a lot of developments of propaganda art and like materialism. There was a lot of advertising and stuff like that that really developed around that time. because there was a lot more printing access and like really big art movements for modernization and styling and stuff like that. So it was a very big time for art development. World War One. It was crazy. And it's fun to learn that kind of stuff. It makes you sort of realize how much of art lets you see the way other people see the world, you know? Or want you to see the world, I guess. Alright, now I'm gonna block out some rough colors. I think actually I can try duplicate this. Should be down the. I'll try just like dumping colors in there. Alright. Let me get my base first. Oh, that doesn't really work. It's too messy. Okay. I will instead this. That didn't work. As long as it's close. Oh, that's the wrong color. There we go. But I also like learning art history. It feels like it's interesting to know. Sometimes you realize, oh, I'm not the only one that thinks this way. Like, it's always been like this. Which is, in some ways, a weird thought, but in other ways, kind of comforting. I can tell you if something's pretty or not. I always failed art class. I have no clue about history of art and artists. All I can tell you is something's pretty or not. Well, that's fair. I also think there's like sort of a thing in learning art history where you understand it's not always about aesthetics, I guess. Can't get that to fill in. Sometimes it's about what the artist was trying to teach themselves, I guess, I'd say. Like, the Romanticist movement, where you see a lot of, like, if you've seen old paintings of, like, people standing in a forest, or, like, just pretty viewings of nature and stuff like that. That was a part of Romanticism, where people were like, nature's the best. We should just always be in nature. Nature, you know, it's so cool. It's so pretty. Everything should be about nature. And they sort of like romanticized the idea of people and interacting with the world. And there's like a whole entire era of people who did art based around that stuff. I see a blue sky. It's not a blue sky. Not the dawn of man or something. Yeah, that's fair too. Some drawings are just that. I feel like I should be able to get this. Right, oops. Try just closing it with the color. What I need. No. Yeah. Here. Here. I'm trying to close these lines a little better so that it doesn't leak to the rest of it, and I can just quick color it. It's not doing this one. What's happening? Alright, I have a website. Yes, I do. It just has, like, my portfolio and, like, my schedule. Did I do it myself? I did. It's a pretty basic one. I use, like, Google Sites. And it's just like a general site. It's got all of my VTuber lore. I made the graphics on Canva. And yeah, it's just something so I have somewhere to send people if, like, I end up having to leave a certain social media, or I need to send them to somewhere else that I have, or I'm doing stuff. Just something to have handy. Nice. I have the misfortune of being able to code in HTML. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the way Google Sites sort of works, it has like a drag and drop system, like with template pieces. And I found that nice because I didn't want to have to worry about coding stuff. I had like an idea if I wanted like my own site or something like that, how I would have wanted it coded, like what kind of little things I would want it to do. Damn, we had to do it all in code. Yeah. But like Google Sites itself is getting purchased by WordPress, I think. So I might have to learn some coding at some point. But I think if I was gonna do that, I would want it to be like really interactive, like a journal. I was thinking at one point in time that I wanted a page in my site that would be like a picture of a journal, and I could put like images as the pages and then animate a page turn animation and then code that in together so when people were on the page, they'd be able to click the next page and flip through it like an actual journal. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if that makes sense. But like something like that. I think that would be cool. And something very specific. That would be just a nice little interactive thing. Good luck with that. I was happy when a button would click. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't actually decide to do any coding stuff, because I tried looking up some ideas and literally nothing would pop up. So I imagine it's something I'd have to really like sit down and try to learn if I was going to do that way specifically. Oops. Just rough bring in. And it's alright if it's messy. I was thinking I was gonna do a wash kind of color set again, but it's fine. But coding's pretty cool in some ways. I feel like I've seen really cool interactive sites for like promotional sites, you know? So I don't know how you say that, but your art style is really calming to look at. It's a lot of Russian swearing and tears. I mean, it seems cool. Coding, it seems like you at least get to say, hey, I made this cool thing, you know? And That's what I like about the idea behind coding, is that the internet is so interesting that there must be a way to code your ideas, even if it takes all of the Russian swearing and tears. But thank you again for my art style. The art style comment is very. I'm glad that it's chill. I'm glad it's keeping the chill vibe. Someone who goes to an IT focused school, coding is just copy and paste. I'm wondering how it works. Then giving up and not and moving on. Yeah, I understand that. Sometimes art is like that too. Oh, I didn't erase this part of the background. Sometimes you draw something and then you're like, all right, well, how did I actually draw that? And it just, you try to do it again and it doesn't work. You don't know how you got there. I forgot something over there. Sadly, I have to do Java. Oh, this is cute. C+. All that on grades. Yeah. I'm surprised you still have to do Java. I feel like even though Java's pretty universal at this point, it's like one of those ones that I don't hear about as much. I assume like tons of stuff runs off of it. In C, I had saved like a playlist of how to learn C coding because people were saying it was good for certain game coding. And I can't remember why. It was either C or C++ that people were like, if you're trying to make this type of game, this type of coding works really well. So, it's pretty common when you want to do it an object-oriented program. C is pretty common for Unity. Yeah, that's probably why it was then. Damn, Unity. I figured Java was pretty common for the fact that it could like seem like it could do a lot of stuff. I remember trying to learn coding a really long time ago. I was using Code Academy, I think it's called. It was like an online learning thing. Am I on the right layer? I am. And that was fun. I didn't stick with it, but I'm sure if I would have, I would have gotten it. I got the idea of the concept though. You were like typing in what you wanted the computer to do, and it would interpret that into an action, like a visual action. Java is so quirky because it lives in a world where object plus object equals 0. I feel like the way the computer understands things is so different. Like, I feel like if it had an understanding of our words without us, like, no, Java just hates you. If it had an understanding of our words without, like, us needing to define actions, I feel like it would be so cool. I suppose that's what people are trying to do with, like, AI and stuff, though. Hey. But sure, Java is so common for a reason. even if it's silly the way that it does things. Forgot to save 5 errors if you don't have enough space. Often, if you don't save enough, 10 errors. The button. Yeah. Lots of errors and stuff like that. It won't understand what it's trying to do until it's like totally done. And even then, like, it'll have errors because it wouldn't let you do anything until you got to the end. Yeah. A lot of public software runs Java. Huh. Like software used in public spaces. Oh. Like networking and stuff like that? There we go. Networking, CLI. That's all Linux. Command line interface. Ah. I know what a command line is. I think. Probably. I wouldn't be able to define it, but if I saw it, I'd probably know what it is. Why am I not just ice cream this? Ice cream is how I quick fill the lines. It's fine. I'm sure that sentence didn't make any sense when I saw that. Like, if you want to get a ticket for a bus, you go to a ticket machine. That's Java. Ah, I see. At least in the US. Or at least it's here. I don't know about the US. It's probably the same. I feel like every US site, if in like the 2010s, would say, this site runs on Java. Make sure your Java's up to date. Especially once Flash started. Ooh, don't delete that. Once Flash started really like losing its steam. I remember seeing Java updates needed a lot. It's the right color. It is. Huh. Somebody from Euroland, we had a lot of good laughs about the US school website all being bad. Yeah. Listen, as long as the site works, I'm sure in America it's like, as long as it works. As long as it's up and running and like they can call us if they need something. Because there's so many sites like that where like they make it look like it's all good, it looks nice, it's got like a good setup and everything, and then there's just a lot of little problems that don't need to be there. Most admin passwords are still default passwords. Yeah, I've learned that as well. I work at a cosplay craft shop. This guy came in the other day and was like talking about how people, because he also worked IT, how people don't know how to make creative passwords, where he was having a conversation with someone and they didn't understand why there was an exclamation point in the middle of this word, and he was like, all right, now look at the exclamation point. Now think of the letter I upside down. What do you see? And they were like, an exclamation point. That's so smart. And it amazed me to hear that. Like, I feel like password security is something so big that people just don't try. And it's so important these days. Because there's passwords for, like, everything. So many people, like, manage their life online. So many sites. And, like, it's probably a bunch of directors and stuff that just are too lazy. Not even, like, creative passwords, but most school districts, yeah. They just have, like, the admin 1, 2, 3, 4. Password is so good that even I forget about it. Yeah. There's some sites that I, like, specifically remember to write down when I reset my password, because I'll make them really complicated. And other times, like, I know it's not probably the best thing if, like, Google ever gets hacked, but most of the time I just let Google remember it. But I always also have Google generate the passwords. Please tell me you know about the Team Fortress 2 coconut? I do not. I'm not big on the Team Fortress 2 stuff. I missed that in the game timing. I never got to play it. I think there's still private servers for it, but I don't know how to get those. I always see the memes, though. I know I recognize the characters when I see them. So there is a JPEG of a coconut in the code of Team Fortress 2. If you remove the JPEG, the game stops working. Why? What the heck? Is it a specific... Strange, but I like it. That's like chaotic in the most cool way. I strive to recreate that in my final coding project. I bet it sounds like one of those things where, like, when you hear about it, you're like, that's so cool. How would you... It's just cool to hear. It's a cool concept that something as simple as that can be so universally needed in the rest of the code that it has to stay. And it's just a picture of coconut. Is it like an actual JPEG, or is it like the code for a JPEG? Or is it like... In general, I love def commands in code. It is? Oh, wow. That is an actual JPEG. That's crazy. Stars. Probably my bot. That's crazy, though. And coconut carrying the weight of an entire game on its shoulders. That's a strong coconut. I wonder how people figured that out. Like, how deep into the code did they... What's going on? Why is it loading so much? How long did it take for people to figure that out, I wonder? How far did they have to dig? Based on the comments, how developers turn slowly insane. Pretty easy. You do it right now? Huh. Oh, I put that in the wrong color. I did it again. I keep forgetting to use the ice bucket filled it, please. Hello? What's happening? Sorry. The whole program lagged like crazy. At like 40% memory. And so you need more RAM, probably. I installed a bunch of stuff onto OBS, some new plugins and stuff, so I'm sure it's running a bit more than usual. And I'm using my tablet arm, which takes a bit more from VTube Studio. My specs, I wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head. I did get a semi-custom rebuilt. It's from Omen. It's an Omen obelisk. It's kind of old now though. It's like maybe 2 years old. I'm thinking like one of the biggest problems with it is probably just that it's getting too hot. Because it handles everything like fine when it's not running hot. Even with like less RAM. But I got one of the to dedust it. I have. I think I need to clean it again though. I like fan. I have dogs. And I have long hair. So I'm sure stuff gets back there all the time. I just need to clean it more often. But I also think because it's only got 3 fans, it has mesh on top and like a little bit of mesh in the back. But I'm thinking I need to get like a liquid cool on it. Plus I live in a region that's got some hot summers. It's always humid. Doesn't matter if it's winter, fall, summer, spring. It's always humid. So that's also a problem. I think it has an i7 Intel. Hate humid weather? Yeah. It really sucks. I have my window open right now because it's finally a cooler night. It's like the first cool night since last winter, so cheers. Yeah, it's nice. Use the ice cream. Don't. It's finally cooling down. Yeah, some of my family is in like Minnesota. That's like Northern America, up by Canada, and they're supposed to be getting like, they have like a freeze warning almost, or something like that. Like there's a cold front pushing in, and it was like 80 Fahrenheit, something like that, last week. It's hilarious to hear about. They have like a snowstorm coming or something. It's so funny. The weather's getting crazy. Did you see the the tropical storm? There was a tropical storm out by Puerto Rico that was tracking towards Puerto Rico, and then the end of the track for it, like, just 90-degree turned upwards. Not seeing the storm, no. It was a while ago at this point. It was like a few weeks ago. But it like 90-degree turned away from the country in the storm tracker. It was so funny. So funny to look at. Yeah, my state likes to tease a lot when it comes to winter. And snow can cool it down like -10 degrees. Yeah, no snow. Like mine is 10 degrees. Sorry, not -10. Yeah, it's funny how fast the weather changes now. Like I remember when it would like actually cool down a little bit, then like cool down a little more and more, and would like progressively get cooler. And now it's just like, no, it's just not hot anymore. It's freezing temperatures now. Like, don't worry about it, it's freezing now. And it's just silly. Ice cream up here. Yeah, there we go. I have to clean that up later, but that's good. I'm gonna color in this middle one a bit more, and then I'm gonna call it straight. It's getting kind of late, and I gotta grab supper. Or sex, my beloved, yeah. The cool weather is so nice too. I feel like that there's so much more clothing options when the weather is cooler. Like when it's hot, you gotta be wearing like cool clothes, otherwise it's unbearable. But I like the clothing choices I can make when it's colder. Like wearing my hoodies and my fluffy jacket. Yes, exactly like that. That's why I like cooler weather, because I like jackets and stuff like that. I would wear a jacket so often in school that people were like, "Are you not hot?" I'd be like, "I am, but I'm cozy, I'm comfy, I like my jacket." Nice. But I also have some really nice, like, sweaters and stuff like that that are, like, made by specific artists that I really like. Like, fall and winter merch. They live in regions that are obviously colder than where I live. So they're all the best design stuff. My favorite designs are almost always in long sleeves. Raise my ass off, but I look stylish while doing it, so yeah. It's the same, but opposite temperatures for me. May be hot, but I'm too comfy to take my jacket off. Yeah, there we go. That's not the right... There we go. We'll have to manually do this one. There we go. I can do both, I just turn to bacon. Yeah. Ugh. Weather. Weather and clothes. I've been happy because I'm a pretty big VTuber fan. Even as a VTuber, I'm a pretty big VTuber fan. There's been so many good t-shirt designs from like Hololive for their members' anniversaries and stuff like that. I've been so happy because they actually have like t-shirts. Oh, so nice. But they're still like good material, so I could wear them when it gets colder, quote unquote colder. 98 Fahrenheit, yeah. 896. Yeah. Because Celsius is by 30 degrees or something like that. Because Celsius freeze point is 0, right? Like every degree is about every 3, something like that. I'd say wear any VTuber merch. I found one that's not super flashy. I'm not gonna wear big Booba Orca Lady on my chest. Yeah, I get that feeling. I understand that. But like, I've been following OmoCat for a really long time. So like when Hololive did Holomyth did that collab, I was so happy. Because I also like OmoCat's artwork and stuff like that. But some of it's a little too spicy. Some designs are a little too much to be just casually wearing. But people wear them to like conventions and stuff and like that, which is, I think, a good way to show them off when you can. Try to color this color, otherwise I won't remember. And color my eyes in. My eyes are green. My eyes are green. Yes, I was checking to see if my eyes were green. I don't always remember because I have 3 models and each one has a different eye color. Generally, I like merch that feels like an inside joke, so it's not an eye catch, and it's just kind of know who are on it. Yeah, pretty sure it's green. Yeah, it is. On my other models, one of them is purple, and the other is blue, I think. This gets worse. No, you're good. I still get what you mean. It'll take me a second to read. Just because I'm a slower reader, though. I get what you mean. You're doing good. I need to yell. Yeah. What languages can you speak besides American? I can't speak any languages beside English. American English. American. I'm trying to learn the basics of Japanese. After that, I'm planning to learn or relearn Italian. I learned it in high school, I like took a full class of Italian, and I did all right in it, and I really liked it. But I haven't used it at all since, and that was like years ago at this point. Italian? That's odd. It was one of the ones that we had, and the teacher was like actually from Italy, you know? Uh, so like I felt like I was getting a better idea of how a language would be natively compared to the other ones where it was like one of them was like Spanish, but the guy hadn't actually, he didn't speak Spanish in his household, like learned it to go somewhere else, and he was then teaching it. But the Italian class was really fun. They had like a trip to Italy and all of that. It was really nice. I didn't go on the trip. That would be too much for me. How to say pasta country? Italy? Italian. Yeah, it's Italian, at least in American, most English pronunciations. Italian. That's not how Italy says it though. Remember what? Italian was not like called Italian. I tried to Google it. I don't know why I did. Italia. Yeah. It's very similar, but not quite the same. Italia. Apparently Italian. Sort of. It's got a very, like, some of the pronunciation stuff in Italian is, like, really specific, losing brain cells. Understandable. It's like some of the way that they put a spin on a word is much more like based around the context of what you're saying, sort of like Japanese, where there's an understood context to the rest of the conversation. So when you're using words, there's already an understood, like, you, me, subject, noun, stuff like that. So, I know some Spanish, but it's really weird to just understand parts of it. Yeah, that's how I feel about Italian when I hear it sometimes now. I listen to a lot of variety of music, whether I understand it or not. But sometimes I'll listen to songs that are popular in Italy, and I'll be like, oh, I vaguely remember that word. I don't remember what it means, but I vaguely remember it. And I have the same thing with Spanish, because when I was growing up, one of my mom's friends spoke Spanish, and she spoke Spanish sometimes too, but I never got to, like, learn it. So I vaguely recognize some Spanish these days, but I don't speak any of it. And it's just recognized. I wouldn't be able to tell you, like, the exact words that are being said or anything like that. So, no clue what some of them say, but the vibes let. Yeah, exactly. Sam, I have Russian, Polish, Japanese, French, German, and English in my playlist. Yeah. Sometimes just the vibes of the music is immaculate. I have a Halloween playlist, and I put a Spanish song on there that's I think it's about a graveyard, or like it's something about a cemetery and like calling back to loved ones or something like that. And it's really nice. I don't understand a word of it, but like it's a vibe. Spanish disco music bops in a whole different way. Oh, I'll have to listen to some. I don't listen to a whole lot of disco. I listen to a good amount of funk fusion and stuff like that. That is the correct thing. That's what I think I'm thinking of. Fusion. I know the word fusion is in there. Taste is a fidget spinner, so I have it all. Same. I listen to a lot of variety of stuff, like as long as it has a vibe that I can groove to. I've actually been listening to a lot of classical in the last few days because I watched I gotta stop drawing. I watched some of the I watched all of the new Castlevania season. So good. And I was like looking up the soundtrack. It's not out yet. And a whole bunch of people were including classical music in it, in their playlist for it. So I was like, you know, I think I just want some classical playlist vibes. So that's been my vibe for the past few days. Polish break song, I have. You want a Russian love song? Here, take 5. Yeah. That's how it is some days. There was a couple years ago now, where I literally just like went down a rabbit hole on Spotify of the top 10 or like top 100 in various countries and stuff like that. It was so cool. It felt like music that I would listen to in English, but there was still the sensation of like not understanding exactly what was being talked about or anything like that. It was so cool. But we're gonna call it for today. I'm going to probably finish this off stream tomorrow. Good idea. 4 a.m. about to hit. It's like almost 10 p.m. here. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sensen Jen. Much appreciated. Have a good night. Sleep well. This time I shall not forget. I'm sure it's like Twitch had bugged out and this is your first time here. I'm sure that's what it was. Don't worry. But thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good night. Sleep well. Next week, I'm only doing like streams once a week this month because my job is like really busy. It's October. I work at a makeup shop, so like people are getting crazy for Halloween. So we're only doing streams once a week. They're all around 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays. On like weekends, yeah. I work Wednesdays through Saturdays, 9 to 6. But I will be doing a blog post. I'm doing this new thing where I'm like journaling about some anime that I've been watching and stuff like that. It's not quite journaling, it's not quite blogging, it's just like opinion stuff. Where I talk about some of the anime that I've been watching and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be posting that at some point in the next week, probably before the next stream. Next week I'll have a stream deck. I just ordered one, so like it's on the way. And I always tweet out on the day that I'm gonna stream. And at least, oh, I didn't tweet today. No, I did. I didn't tweet when I started, but I did tweet today. So sometimes I don't tweet exactly when I start streaming, but you know, you're saying it's smart to follow you on the Bird app. Yes, you can follow me like on literally any social media. I'm on everything. I'm trying to do more stuff on Tumblr again for the text posts and stuff like that. But I'm constantly active on Twitter nonetheless. So yeah, that'll be all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Not on Insta, ain't gonna dox myself. That's fair. I have it because obviously I'm an artist. It's a good place to post art. I hope you have a good day. It's tomorrow or today. I'm doing my outro. And I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Oh, I pressed the wrong button.